Right, you lot, welcome back to the 13th part of this 17-part song breakdown series. It's actually a nightmare to try and remember what number I was on last time. That's why I've made a playlist so I can literally just count how many I've done that. But yeah, last time we did Scared to Look At, and this time we're doing slow motion. And slow motion is kind of a unique song on the album because, well, a lot of the songs kind of follow similar themes. There's a lot of different things. Slow Motion is a standalone song, and there's kind of the era of, song number 8, which is Slow Motion, to Persona, are all kind of songs dedicated to specific people. There is some overlap there, but this one is very much a standalone one. And this was one that I knew I wanted to do from the start, and the song had many different iterations. I wanted to do a trap song with this originally, and to do a pop fusion trap thing, and I tried to Nicky tried to create something like that and it did not translate, so I thought, okay, I'll just go classic rock. And I did rock with Undecided, but this one is a lot um more like classic, like just kind of rock and roll rock. Undecided was more electronic rock, was more modern rock. This is more classic, kind of 60s, 70s, and I enjoyed doing this a lot more. Although I think Undecided kind of is its own special thing, this is probably the better song. Slow Motion is probably my least favourite song to perform on the album because it is a nightmare vocally. I think I kind of pitched the chord way too high at points, and I'm ambitious in this song, but I think it worked. Slow Motion is a song dedicated to a person in my life who's kind of suffered the past few years with mental health stuff and anxiety stuff and stuff that's kind of out of their control, which is the worst thing. It wasn't their fault that they were faced with all that, and it's kind of the idea of I don't care how long I have to fixate on this. I don't care what length we have to go to. I don't care if we have to do this in slow motion. I'm going to get you from point A to point B, and that's going to be a struggle. That's not going to be an easy feat, but we're going to do it because I believe in you and I care about you, and that's kind of the message. I kind of think the narrative and storytelling here is very different from other stuff I did, and I think it is a black sheep, but I think it kind of gave me catalyst for what I'm doing with the next record, and you'll see what I mean when I release Golden Years in October. But first one, I once knew a man with absurd potential, but now that's gone to save his absolute essential. I see deterioration in your smile, the old you haven't seen in a while. I met this person in 2018 or 2019. I think it was early 2019 or late 2018, around that time, right? And we had similar interests, so we just kind of clicked. Kind of, it was just natural. It was no force. Our families were friends as well, so that kind of really helped. And then kind of the lockdown hit, and the lockdown, hit hard for most people, and I think it really hindered a lot of society. I know there are some people who will say, "Oh, I love the lockdown, no school for 6 months." And did you really though? Did you really enjoy it? And this person was suffering with anxiety and OCD stuff at this point, and it was very difficult to kind of look at them because you're seeing a person who is not the same, is not who you used to know, and you can see that deterioration in their smile. And it's like I once saw a person that was gone, but it's like there's still shimmers. This isn't a stranger, but that it could be. So to save you now is absolutely essential, and that's what I'm trying to say. I still believe that you can be saved after everything you've had to face. I don't care what it takes. I don't even care if we have to do it all in slow motion. Um, it's kind of that feeling of I believe that you're not gone yet, and there is something. There's a light inside of you that can be turned on, and it's kind of that idea. And then the choruses keep playing the same old motion, just keep causing commotion. You might be 7 feet under the ocean. I do not care how to do this on slow motion. The kind of commotion line is, it would be difficult to have them in a public area, and they struggled going outside. They struggled in public, and kind of it's a fight to kind of get out of the bedroom someday, and it's like it's those little steps. I don't care what stares we get, or I don't care how people react. I'm just gonna help you and get given. If we do this in slow motion, I don't care again, and it's that kind of feeling. Um, Verse 2. One step forward, three steps back. The eternal struggle to get you back on track. The thoughts in your mind making you collapse out of character anxiety attacks. It felt that we were getting somewhere, and then it was back to square one. And every time we thought we'd made a breakthrough, and it was a battle for multiple years. It's been going on since 2020, and it still is a case today, which is why I wrote this song. The thoughts in your mind making you collapse, and it's like they've let like their voice in their head consume them and not let them be able to do things they were able to do prior. Like they can't do things that they used to find fun or they used to enjoy doing because of that kind of voice in their head and those thoughts and that kind of anxiety. And it's horrible. It is horrible, and um I think it is really important, really horrible. And I could see that. I could really see that in them, and it was yeah. What happens to you ain't fair. Just to bring back normality is enough. I will not let you rust. I don't care if I have to do it on slow motion. The rust line doesn't have a lot of meaning. It rhymes. Like there's some lines where I just like have a lot of like to unpack. There's some lines like that where it's like I needed a placeholder, and there are placeholder lyrics. A song needs to be about 2.5 to 4 minutes. Most of my songs range in that kind of about 3 to 4.5 kind of range, and not every line is going to but like it's that idea of what happened to you, like of all people who deserved it, and it always feels like the nicest people get the worst punishments. And like for example, like my great nan was one of the loveliest people you ever meet, and she, you know, but she had to battle, cancer. She went out really horribly. Whereas like someone more horrible, or like someone else in my family maybe wasn't as nice, just kind of got an easy way out, and it's like that's never fair. And I always find that's the case that the nicest people get the worst punishment. And to be have this on them. So in the chorus again, verse 3, every now and then we get a glimpse, even if it's gone in a blink, someone there you won't let yourself sink with that mindset, you won't be on the blink. I kind of after a while I grew accustomed to what this person was gonna be going forward, and at a point I kind of got to the point of like, okay, this is a one-way street now. This is I'm doing this for you, and it's like, and I know I'm not gonna play, but every now and again, and these are rare moments, but when they do happen, it's like, yeah, that the kid I knew in 2019 is kind of there somewhere, submerged in this kind of ocean and like kind of pain that's been consumed and rushed over them, and it's like somewhere in there you won't let that kind of ocean drown you, and that's kind of the idea. And if you keep that mindset and you want to get better and you want to return to your former self, and you will do it eventually. And it's a slow process, but I think we are getting somewhere. And I think we're definitely better than we were 2021, 2022. We're making steps, and we do have new things that kind of come over, and it's a new challenge, but we conquer them, and we're on a good wavelength now. So that's the thing. And then I kind of repeat the chorus, so I do the massive bit, and the bit I belt out at the end. Some may have written you off, but I'm not going to let you rot. I do not care, do not care, do not care. We have to do this all in slow motion. And it's like I will not let you be ridiculed, because I know there's certain people who have like, yeah, I don't like this guy, and that's kind of hard for me, because it's like you judge a book by its cover, but you have no idea, like you have no idea what this battle has been for the past few years. So it's like And so it's very disheartening to kind of hear something like that. And even people, I won't give out names, but kind of close to me have even like kind of have noticed that this person is the same. But I've never given up hope, and I'm never gonna like give up on them. I'm always gonna be around. And this is a major part of my life, which is it's not something that I publicly discussed. My friends don't particularly know about it. Extended family don't know about it too much. Like anyone I speak to pretty much doesn't, apart from my parents and then pretty much. And it, yeah, I felt it was necessary that it got a song about it because I think it's a part of my life. But it's the only I have to express it in a song. And I think this was a really good tribute to them because I didn't want to be too judgmental of them. I didn't want to ridicule them, so I had to be really careful with this one. And this was a song that I took a few days to write because I needed to get it right. I needed to kind of strike the right line of like expressing what the problems that you're facing, but then also kind of giving my spirit. And yeah, it's I really enjoy this style of writing and this style of song, and it's kind of a theme that I'm going for with the new record, the past, the present, and the future. And you'll see with the first single, Golden Years, which I've already written, and I'm really excited about currently. So yeah, I'll see you lot in a bit.